going on, Savage Squad? I am Alicia, also known as the Invincible Savage herself, and I'm coming at you with another video. As you can see, this video is entitled, I am taking my talents to. Yes, that only means that I am relocating. Well, actually, this video is long overdue because I've actually relocated. I am in my first week living in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you know me, then you know I've been speaking this for well over 2.5 years. My ultimate goal is to get to California, but as far as first steps go, I've been saying that if I lived anywhere in North Carolina, I would want to live in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so I am here, and I am so excited to see what God is going to do through me and see what the city has to offer. I'm so excited. But first off, the reason you guys are just now getting a video is because everything happened so fast. It was just so much in so little time that I could not even create a video. That's how fast it happened. My sister and I were planning on moving out here sometime around July, August. And so I was like, hey, well, you just graduated. Let's take a couple of days up there and just to look at some apartments, just to get a feel of the area, see what we like, see what we don't like, because it's hard to look for apartments online. So that's what we did. We came up here 2 days. First day we looked at apartments, got a feel of some, and then the second day we came through and I got a text message, hey, you should apply to this job. I've been applying to jobs, so hey, why not? I applied to this job, got an immediate response. They were like, so when can you interview? I was like, I'm going back home tonight. I have my interview closed. If y'all want to interview me, I'm open. And they were like, all right, got a phone call, got an email. Interview's at 2:30. I'm like, okay, cool. Get to the interview. Mind you, I have no experience in this field. And the first thing the lady says is, everything's moving so fast. I couldn't really look at your resume. I see you have no experience in this field, but I love that. And then she was like, I also see that you were a teller. I love tellers. Just amazing. The interview went absolutely amazing. I was just mind blown how well the interview went. And it has just flowed so well. And I really could tell that this is something that I definitely wanted. So I got the phone call the next day. I got the job. I text all my family members, all my supporters, and I let them know, hey, I got a new job. They were like, send in your 2 weeks notice now. And I'm like, all right, y'all, like, I gotta take some time. I can't even lie, I was a little scared. And I had, that evening, I was like, I gotta pray on it. That evening, I spoke with my parents, and they were like, Alicia, are you sure? I don't really know about this one. Just being protective, because they want the best for us, for their girls. And so they were like, if you get an apartment, like, are you sure that you're gonna be able to take care of things? Like, are you really sure about this? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Thanks for asking. And so I prayed about it, and then I ended up talking to my cousin, and my cousin was like, Alicia, you just gotta take a risk. You sometimes you just have to take a risk. And I'm like, I completely agree. Nobody in our family has really taken risk, especially at our age, and really taking a risk to step out there and go after everything that they want. And one thing that I always speak on is breaking generational curses, and that's something that I really strive to do. And not only that, but also building generational wealth. But in order to do all that, you got to step out. You got to take a risk. You got to get out there. And so I was just like, all right, here we go. Let's make this happen. And so that was the process. Now, I will tell you that we had absolutely nowhere to stay. Mind you, we came looking at apartments, so we didn't have an apartment to stay. But I still was just like, all right, I'm still gonna go for it. And so we getting questions like, so where you gonna live? Where you gonna live? And I'm like, I have no clue. Like, I start work on Monday, still no apartment. Now, mind you, when we came to look at apartments, we had this apartment that was not even on our list. We went and toured it, and we fell in love with it. And that was honestly our only choice. My sister was like, Lisa, I want this one. I was like, me too. And so we ended up applying for it. After I got the job, we ended up applying for it. And the lady was like, all right, well, I'll let you guys know by the end of the business day if you guys got it. No phone call. I'm like, Lord have mercy, I ain't got nowhere to stay. I got to go to work in the morning. But yeah, so then the next day, I ended up calling her, like, okay, didn't hear anything. And she was like, we're still waiting to hear, but we'll let you know by the end of business day. I was like, all right, y'all seen there yesterday. Come on now, because I ain't got nowhere to stay. And so she ended up emailing us that we got the apartment. Now, mind you, she told us that on Thursday, and I start work on Monday. So you can only imagine the emotions that I was feeling. I was a little nervous. I'm like, I had no clue what we were going to do. And we kept getting asked questions like, what's your backup plan? What are you going to do? Like, if you don't get this apartment, like da 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 da. And my answer was like, y'all, I don't know. I hated getting asked all those questions because I did not know. I was like, my answer to everybody was, honestly, I'm facing it until I make it, man. I'm just believing God that God is going to make a way. God is going to open the door. Like, he wouldn't open this door if he won't go make a way. So that was literally my answer to everyone. And so we ended up getting an apartment, and we ended up moving in Saturday. We have no furniture. We ended up just being able to move with just our clothes. And I packed my vehicle up, and I made my way to Charlotte. No furniture. We're sleeping on air mattresses right now, living out of bins. Like, we were able to get some food, of course, some groceries, and some cleaning supplies especially. But I didn't know it took all this to live in a doggone apartment. But hey, it's all gonna come together in time. As long as we have the essentials, it's all gonna come together in time, and God is gonna make a way. So that was the process. That was the whole moving process for us. It did not, go too smooth. It has been going too smoothly, but it has not been rough. So I thank God for that. So a couple of lessons that I've gotten out of this, I would have to say, one being putting action behind your words, man. Like I said earlier, you can talk all you want to, but it's another thing that you have to put actions behind it. I will say this is why it was so hard for me to put action behind my words, because this move is kind of bittersweet. Like, the sweet part is God is delivering me from where I was, and that's great. That means that he has put enough in me to go to the next level, and I am just so thankful for that. Now, the quote unquote bitter part, the position that I have right now is just a temporary position. It's only not a 90-day position. So for 3 months, I have a job locked in. After that, I don't know what to do. And so that was a little scary, because it's kind of like I'm putting my all. I put my savings, all into this. I'm putting my all into taking this risk. Just really trusting God. And it just goes to show that I'm really just depending on God, because I have no clue what's next. And so yeah, but it's still, like I said, it still comes a time when you got to put action behind your words. And so here I am now. Another thing that I've noticed in this transition is that I can only see the first step. I cannot see anything past the first step. And I'm being completely honest. As I said, this is a 3-month job. So I can only see the first step. I don't know if I'm going to have a position. It's a temp to perm position. I'm not depending on it being permanent. So I don't know if I'm going to get this perm position. I don't know if I'm going to have a perm position, within 3 months. I have no clue what God is going to do in this time. But he opened that door, and I just had to go through it. I had to go through it and trust him. So, like I said, it only goes to show that I am truly dependent on God. And another thing that I noticed is how when God opens a door, I think it just kind of caught us off guard, because it wasn't a grand entrance. God didn't open a grand entrance door. But he opened the door. He opened the door of opportunities. He opened, even though I can't see past that first step, I could fail, but I could also succeed. I could fall, but I could also fly. Like, you just got to take that step. And but like I said, it was not a grand entrance. It wasn't some like perfect door to where I'm making 6 figures off the jump with relocation and like all this kind of stuff. Like, it was literally just a small door of opportunity that I had to walk through, and truly believing that God is going to make a way through it. I noticed that when I first graduated from school, I didn't have anything. I only had a degree, and a dream. I didn't have a vision. I didn't even have a job. Thank God I have amazing parents to where they opened their doors for me to come stay. But I didn't have anything, you guys. And I was honestly broken. Like, I had just got out of a relationship, so my heart was broken. Like, I didn't graduate with a job like some of my friends. So, my spirit was kind of crushed. So I ended up just being like, you know what? I'm done. I am so done. Like, forget it. Like, I'm good. Like, but I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna try again. But this time, I'm gonna try again with God. God to put you in a position to where He's your only resort, and He's the only thing that you need. But I had to learn that. But anyway, that's another story for another time. And so in doing so, I had God had given me a vision, and I in a sense, God gave me the strength to allow Him to build my foundation. In building that foundation, God had, given me my vision. He had, I started my company. There's so much that he did in that vision. Now I'm transitioning to the point where it's time for Him to start building on the foundation in which He built. It's time for Him to start framing. It's time for the framework. And I just had to, but you have to be careful, because some people will get comfortable in that foundation to the point where they're like, even though you said that I can go from this toxic environment, this toxic work environment, to owning a multi-million-dollar company, you know what, the process is kind of hard, I'm good. Or they might be like, even though you said this friendship could turn into a marriage, you know what, the process has been pretty hard, I'm good on this foundation. I'm good. We can build from here. We can make this foundation work. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for all that you've done. But I'm good right here. You know what I'm saying? But like I stated earlier, it comes a time where you got to put action behind those words. And I'm telling you now, Alicia Dawson wants everything that God has for her. I want it all. And so in wanting it all, you got to pay a cost. For anything you want, you got to pay for it. Nothing comes free. And so I had to take that step. So those are some things that I noticed in this process, in this journey. And we're gonna see what God does with this. I'm definitely gonna keep you guys updated. As you can see, as you heard, I have no clue what God is doing, but I am excited about it. As I stated, I have that 3-month position. I also just had an interview, just got a part-time position with the Carolina Panthers. So we'll see what God is. Like I'm telling you, I don't know what God. I feel like God is strategically placing things in places to where it's gonna all work together and it's gonna all work out for my good. So we'll see what He's gonna do through me, through these opportunities, for Rough Diamond, for my life, for my personal life, for my love life, for everything. We're gonna see what God is gonna do, man, and I'm truly excited. So yeah, welcome to the journey. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, give me some encouraging words, comment, whatever. Follow me on Instagram, Invincible Savage, or you can follow my business page, The Rough Diamond Empire, or check me out online, www.theroughdiamondempire.com, where you can order apparel, or you can see a little bit of my vision and see what I wanted, what I'm going for, what I'm trying to do. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and let's continue to make it happen.